The cost of massive wildfires 2 years ago still eating up your tax dollars. But what happens if lawmakers don't find funding?
Well, every penny that comes in helps them restore this place.
Here at home, leaders are looking for millions to restore a scorched state park in Bastrop County. We talked to Senator Kirk Watson about the chances for more money.
The senators up here, the members of the House, they get how bad this was.
Plus, an inside look at the living conditions some displaced locals still face.
We're just working diligently to get homes for anybody we find in need.
And our roundtable on the road at the command center of one of the worst wildfires in Texas history.
Now, in-depth coverage of the Texas legislative session. In session, in depth.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for a special wildfire edition of In Session In Depth. I'm Josh Hinkle, and we're joining you from the command center of one of the worst wildfires in Texas history. This is the Bastrop Fire Station in downtown Bastrop. Texas lawmakers are still dealing with the high cost of that disaster and the entire 2011 wildfire season. Statewide fires damaged or destroyed nearly 3,000 homes and burned more than 4 million acres. The biggest loss was here in Bastrop County, nearly 1,700 homes and more than 32,000 acres. Much of that cost could be covered in a measure before the Texas House right now, a string of supplemental items that lawmakers are having to go back and pay. The biggest needs on their agenda right now are health care, public education, wildfire costs, and prisoner health care. The wildfire price tag ranks third with $161 million. That's covered in House Bill 1025. The money would go to the Texas Forest Service for battling those fires. It should hit the House floor by the middle of this month. The wildfire payment plan also includes $2.7 million for the Department of Public Safety's cost for fighting the fires and nearly $5 million for the Parks and Wildlife Department to help Bastrop State Park. Overall, this entire area is still struggling to rebuild, and as we found on this tour, many locals are still living in makeshift homes 18 months after the fire.
My name is Janice Butler. I'm with the Bastrop County Long-Term Recovery Team. We're just working diligently to get homes for anybody we find in need. We're driving to go look at a few of the places where families still need help. If they bought a camper, if they bought a rundown mobile home, it looks just like a cargo container to me from a train. He's got plastic hanging on the side. Pretty heart-wrenching. So today we're celebrating our 50th home that we've finished building. We anticipate we've probably got 45 more. You know, it's just so wonderful to see the joy in their faces when they actually have a house. I think it brings them a lot of closure to the fire, just knowing that this is now theirs. It's home. Welcome.
The clock is ticking for Bastrop County when it comes to some federal funding. A looming April deadline means the county must find money to pull down $3 million from FEMA to help prevent future wildfires, but it doesn't stop there.
We just now need to get things added into the budget and pass the budget.
One Central Texas lawmaker is fighting for this funding at the state capitol. We sit down one-on-one with Senator Kirk Watson. Plus, our roundtable joins us on the road right here in Bastrop, coming up on In Session In Depth.